So on that issue of delayed travel for some of the investigators, Democratic Senator John Fetterman is with me now. And sir, good morning to you. You shot a message out on X talking about imagine being the unpaid TSA workers. You're exactly right about that. And if they don't get paid on Friday, they miss yet another paycheck. Will you vote with Republicans if a bill comes before the Senate floor on reconciliation, which means a simple majority in the Senate to get it done?
What I'm saying is that I refuse to always vote to shut our government down. And I would never be a part of this mess what this shutdown has created across America's airports. Now constantly speaking to TSA agents, and every single one of them are saying we are hurting and we haven't been paid. And remind people, they earn average about $50,000 a year. They rely on their paychecks. Now even not being paid, they have to face those crowds now. So I just can't imagine why we want to continue these things. Just like the fast shutdown, the only people that loses are the workers and America.
I'm going to put you down as a yes then, as a vote in favor. In the meantime, we've got this 18-year-old student in Chicago who was shot and killed at 1:30 in the morning by an illegal. And you posted this. You said, as a father, I grieve for Sheridan's parents for this unspeakable tragedy. This was a failure of not holding criminal migrants accountable and not protecting the public, and another tragic reason why I was the Dem leader on the Lake and Riley law. I was going through a lot of reports out of Chicago this morning. I don't know what the state of Illinois is going to do here, because I believe that law requires the state to turn the accused over to federal authorities. If my reading on that is correct, is that going to happen? And if it doesn't, what's your message for those in Illinois?
And what I'm saying is like, why can't we just talk about that life lost? Why can't we just acknowledge that this is a serious failure? And now it's devastating as a father. So I don't know why anybody, and that's, again, I was the lead as a Democrat for Lake and Riley, because that's why we have to require to protect America from the dangerous elements that shouldn't even be here illegally, always.
Well, this person was in custody twice. Two times. You had two chances. Yeah. I mean, what does that suggest to you about what ICE is trying to do in a lot of these American cities?
Yeah, I mean, I think only 7 or 8 Democrats even voted for Lake and Riley. Why can't you just agree that if you're breaking the law and you're already here illegally, deport them? I just don't understand. And then tragedies, just what happened to that young woman, they are going to continue to happen. It's just, that's justice. That's beyond common sense. Why can't you just support this? Why is that unreasonable to anybody?
Can you answer that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they're afraid of the base, or people just that is. I mean, I am constantly punished. Well, I think it's the right thing to vote against shutting down our government. I think it's also entirely appropriate to destroy the Iranian regime now. That puts me at odds with parts of my party, but I'd rather be on the moral clarities or on the kinds of right side of history, or the correct kinds of principles.
Senator, thanks for coming back. John Fetterman, Democrat from Pennsylvania. Thanks for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.